Hello and welcome to the Southern Bourbon and Whiskey Talk channel. This is Chris, and today I wanted to record a video. It's been over a week since I've posted any content, and I kind of wanted to give an update and everything, and what's been on my mind and what have you. So with that, for the time being, right now, I've decided to kind of cut back on the channel and everything. So, and a few reasons why. One is a lot of people don't realize the work it takes to record videos and everything and to keep up a channel. So it's a lot more than the recording and what have you. It's editing, planning, and so there's just a lot of work into it too. So, and with that, what that means to me, and I look at the number of views a lot of the videos get, the number of subscribers I have, and I kind of compare that to a lot of other equivalent channels out there and everything. And just to be honest, it's kind of frustrating, the work that I put into it and the care and the passion I have for the content that I record on my bourbon whiskey reviews, to not be getting any more rewards, sort of to speak, and everything. You know, I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't disheartening, because it is, you know. And the conclusion I've come to is, and just watching the other YouTube channels, there's a lot of great content out there, there really is I don't think people they're not into my mission and everything, which is to share information on bourbon and whiskey with the average consumer. So to me, the consumer, or the YouTube watchers out there, they want to watch bourbon hunting videos. They want to watch what I call brag videos and everything. Fancy bars behind them, and great graphics and what have you. And just quite frankly, that's not me and everything. You can call it excuses or whatever, but my mission set was to share information and great content to educate the bourbon community and everything. So, you know, that's the bottom line. And I totally understand, and I've had conversations with two good friends of mine and everything that are subscribers to my channel. They love my content. They think I put great content out there, and I agree. I think I do, and I have. It's just not enough people believe that and everything. So with that, I'm gonna trim it back, shut it down a little bit, get remotivated, and you may see me post content out here on bourbon finds, upcoming bourbon releases, information on visiting the bourbon trail and everything. But for right now, I think my days of doing bourbon reviews is over and everything. So, but to all the subscribers and the viewers I do have, thank you for your support. I really appreciate you. You know, and you know, my friends, you know, that I talked to said, hey, you've got great content. Don't scale it back. But right now that's not where my heart's at. Like I said, it was just a little disheartening, all the work I put into this and the result I get. But that's not to minimize the folks out there that are watching and supporting me, because I'm very humble and I really appreciate you and everything. But there's a lot of other good content out there and everything. So I'm trying to keep this positive. I'm not trying to go on a negative rant, because I watch the other channels and I get a little disheartened at what I see, what people are following. So I'm not going to go into that, get into the negativity. I'm just going to leave it with my mission is not catching on, and I'm going to cut it back, scale it back, and post videos periodically and everything. So with that, again, thank you very much to all my viewers, subscribers. I really appreciate you. Keep an eye on the channel and everything, because I'll be out here periodically posting stuff. Hit the alert button if you're a subscriber. That way you do get notifications of when I do post stuff and everything. So with that, hey, thank you very much. I do appreciate you and everything. And I will share real quick. I recently did go down to Tennessee and Kentucky, and I had some pretty solid finds and everything out there. I went to Heaven Hill Distillery itself. And hang on just a minute. I'll pull the bottles down that I found. So hang on just a minute. All right, I'm back. All right. So, like I said, I did have a good trip out, and my first stop was down at Heaven Hill Distillery and everything, and we did this on the way to see my mom. And I did it. It was on Friday morning. This last Friday morning, we was there at opening, and I was hoping to get my hands on Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A123. And I did. So I bought, my wife was with me. We stood in line for about an hour before we got our selection and everything. And the timing was perfect because there wasn't a lot of bottles left. So there we go. We got Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A123 coming in at 125.6 proof. Very glad to have this. I bought 2 bottles. One for me, one for Troy and everything, my friend out in Utah. And I've tried it, and I'll tell you, to me, it's the best Elijah Craig Barrel Proof release that I've had anyways so far. So, and then they also had what they call these Elijah Craig grenades. They're called the Elijah Craig Barrel Select, 125 proof. And I poured, this one's for Troy, and I poured up a little bit of it, and it's pretty darn good and everything. So I really enjoyed it. So the prices I paid at the distillery, paid $79 for the Elijah Craig A123. I paid $29.99 for the little grenades and what have you. So great finds that I had. And then I got down to Tennessee, and at a liquor store in my hometown, Lexington, Tennessee, behind the counter, they had these Jack Daniel's Distiller Selections or Tennessee Tasters. And I found they had 4 different ones actually. And the one I decided to buy was the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Tasters. So this was part of the older releases. They changed them to Distillery Selections or Distillery Selects or something. So this one's hickory smoked, Tennessee whiskey finished in charred hickory staves, 100 proof. And they only sell these in 375 milliliter bottles, and I paid $40 for it. So I'm glad to have it. I haven't cracked it open yet and everything. I got the last bottle of that one, so I was glad to have it. And then, last but not least, I was at a Kroger liquor store in Elizabethton, Kentucky, on the way back home on a Monday, and stopped in. It was President's Day, and stopped in just to see if they had anything that I couldn't live without. They had a lot of good stuff, solid stuff, and everything. But, my wife noticed they had the 1792 small batch, and I usually keep a bottle here. It's one of my frequent sippers and everything. But she noticed they had this big 1.75 milliliter bottle, and per ounce, it was a way better deal to buy this and everything. So a regular 750 ml bottle was like $31, I believe. And this 1.75, I paid $55 for it. So I'm glad to have it. I'll have plenty of 1792 small batch for quite a while. So, all right. With that being said, like I said, I am cutting back, and I do apologize to all my subscribers and viewers out there. But check me out periodically. I'll post videos of bourbon finds, bourbon hunts, and some things I may be doing out there and what have you. So with that, my friends, thank you very much for your support and your time and everything. And cheers to you and good health.